Hi everyone, in this demonstration, we are going to look at DPA Linux connector installation and configuration. Let's get started. As a first step, so what I did, I spin off a couple of databases leveraging upon AWS RDS service. So what we are going to do, we are going to set up a DPA connector. So that DPA connector should be able to access to this specific database. So this is what my database endpoint looks like. And here for the DPA connector, I'm using EC2 service. So here you can see I spin off two different connectors, DPA Linux connector 1 and DPA Linux connector 2. If I click on the CyberArk documentation, under the CyberArk documentation, if you go to the administration page, go to the manage connector. So here you can see all the steps are covered. And then you can follow this documentation as well, or you can follow my video to set it up, DPA connector. So what we are going to do, the first step is I'm going to click on a DPA connector installation, and then we are going to get started. So the first step, we are going to configure a pool. For this pool, because we need to provide an access to the database and the vaulted account, we have to choose all platform as our connector pool. I'm click on next button. Here I'm going to say it's my DPA database connector pool. So then you can provide a description, whatever you want. So one of the things you have to provide it here, you have to provide your FTDN, because I got like a couple of databases on this, on the AWS. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to copy and paste my entire endpoint. I'm going to paste it here. So I'm going to remove the first initials and I'm going to put a star. It is going to help me to connect to any of the database sitting in the US East 2 region. So then we are going to click on a create button. So you can see DPA DB connector pool is created successfully. As a next step, what we are going to do, we are going to add a connector. So here I'm going to choose on-prem as my connector. So we are going to use the DPA DB connector pool. We are going to click on next button. So we are going to install the connector on the Linux machine to begin with. And then in my subsequent video, I will show you how you can install the connector using Windows machine. I'm going to click on next. So it is going to provide a script to us. And here the script is using the secret token. This token is valid only for 15 minutes. So what we are going to do, I'm going to click on my Linux connector machine. I'm going to click on connect button. So we have to connect to this particular machine. I'm going to open my Mac terminal. And then I'm going to paste this entire command here. So we are connected to the EC2 machine. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to my DPA. I'm going to copy this entire script. So we are going to run this script. So it takes 1 to 2 minutes to register this DPA connector. So now we can see the DPA connector has been assigned successfully to the DPA DB connector pool. So let's look at the status of the DPA connector. So you can see the connector is up and running. So that's pretty much what we have to do on the Linux machine. So once we come to the CyberArk DPA dashboard, you can see here the connector is registered successfully. Because here we are using a connector pool. So what you can do, you should be installing at least 2 different connectors in a connector pool for a high availability reasons. So as a next step, what we are going to do, we are going to install another connector. And this time I'm choosing a DPA Linux connector 2. I'm going to click on a connect button. So here, I'm going to open a new tab. So let me run this. I'm going to say yes. So we are connected again to the EC2 machine. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to click on my add connector. So we are going to add one more connector for on-prem. So here I'm going to choose DPA DB connector pool. Click on next. We're going to copy this and I'm going to run this script in my machine. So similar to our connector number 1, it will take almost 30 to 40 seconds to install this DPA connector. So let's wait. So here we can see the DPA connector has been assigned successfully to the DPA DB connector pool. So what we can do, we can look at the status. So our DPA DB connector is running. If I click on close button, so you can see 2 of these connectors are installed and placed in a single connector pool. So it will help you guys for the high availability reasons. Even you can install as many connector as you want. So thanks a lot everyone for watching this short video on DPA DB Linux connector installation.